everyone. That voice. It nearly didn't come through. It's Wednesday the 23rd of September. I'm just unboxing. I need to put some box cards away because I've got heaps on the table. But I received this new one yesterday. So I'm going to have a look at it today. The Daily Crystal Book. Now, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. I'm thrilled. Yesterday I did a crystal ball reading, which I haven't done for a while, and I had such a huge response to it. So yes, for the people who ask me, I will try to do them more often. They're a little different. They're a little bit more sort of discombobulated, I guess would be the word, because they don't flow like a storyline. They're sort of images that I need to put together. So, but I will try to do them more often. Okay, so if you are interested in a personal reading from me, gifting or donating to the channel, all of the instructions are below. A number of people have asked me about life coaching. I will have 2 positions opening up towards the end of this week. So if you are interested, I can start you next week. I'm currently doing that obviously at a very reduced price, but mainly because I want to, I guess, do the things that I'm here to do. Maybe that's the best way to put it. I will be going live on YouTube on Wednesdays, Instagram on Friday, and live on Facebook once a month. We're still running the G's Club on Saturday morning, where we get together and have a bit of a communal chit chat. No cost whatsoever, it's just a communal thing. All things spiritual. Any of those things, let me know. And if you're not sure or you're unsure or whatever, send me an email. I get a lot of emails. I answer all the emails because some of the things people write to me, obviously, you know, there's a certain amount of validation in what I do, which is lovely, not expected. I do what I do. But some of the thought and life experiences behind that blow me away. So I have so many to answer this morning, but I will get to you all, I promise. I hope that I never get so many people that I can't answer your emails personally, but at the moment it may take a little while, but I get there. All right, let's get in with your What's Cracking reading. Wednesday the 23rd. Well, please remember the readings really are somewhat timeless. I've started to realise that a lot lately, because for some people they come true straight away. Some people they've already visited, and some people haven't been anywhere near them. So they're sort of a bit fluid in that regard. But we'll see. Okay. We have the 3 of Wands coming through. Now, the 3 of Wands is a card that talks about looking towards the future. You can see this guy pondering. Oh, thanks very much for the person who sent, I can't remember who it was now. I had so many beautiful things yesterday. Somebody, because I'd been talking about the guy talking about the mothership on Oprah. It was only a little tiny clip, and it sort of was just so amazingly, I guess, described. The guy's name is Gary Zukav. And it was just only a little clip, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and it was so astounding. Anyway, I'll leave that with you, but somebody told me who he was. All right, so we have the 3 of Wands coming through, and I'm looking at the ship thinking, yeah, follow the mothership, follow your truth, follow what you're really here to do. If you can't work that out, then you need to go into your heart space through meditation, because it will be there for you. A lot of people say to me, I don't know my life path. And I think, well, you do, you're just not remembering it. So it's a matter of doing some self-work to remember where you come from. Very often your life path is based in your heart. So it's something you love to do, like to do, or feel drawn towards. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, going out there and doing something substantial if it's not what really makes your heart sing. Okay, digressing. 3 of Wands, looking towards the future, waiting for your ships to come in. This is about understanding that you've got something coming towards you. You can feel it in your body. You can feel it in your whole being, waiting here for it to come in. Or sitting on the dock of the bay is what I see there. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords here. So the Seven of Swords is a card that talks about trying to get away with something. We see someone here stealing away with these 5 swords, leaving 2 behind, implying that he's taking the lessons with him that he needed to learn. He's not talking up about that because he's leaving 2 behind and just getting going. So somebody here is trying to get away with something and waiting for the ships to come in. So I need to see the next card. Okay, oh wow, okay, so somebody's ghosted someone in the past here. All right, someone's walked away from something. They probably did it at a time when things were overwhelming. Perhaps they thought they were being taught lessons, and maybe, you know, they sort of walked away from something without really addressing the issue or problem here, because they did leave 2 behind. So I feel like whoever this is may have been quite hurt or quite upset and not able to express themselves in a way that was healthy. There seems to be now a waiting for things to resolve, because there's a 4 of Swords energy, which talks about sort of taking time out. Someone's taken time out either to meditate or go inside and realized that something is not quite right, that something was left perhaps unsaid, undone, and the universe is trying to bring this to some sort of conclusion. In your heart of hearts, you know that this isn't finished. This is unfinished business here, and you know it's unfinished. You do. You feel it. You feel that there's more to be said or done. So you're maybe contemplating here with the 4 of Swords. Wow, a lot of Swords energy. Somebody is hugely in their head thinking about this. The 9 of Swords talks of sleepless nights, anxieties, demons, and not sort of the ones in horror movies, the demons that keep you awake at night, the ones that say you've tried to do something the right way or what was best for you at the time, but whatever it is, it's still haunting you here. So it's like you made a choice in the past to do something a certain way and probably did it for your own good, and maybe sort of a bit of a selfish way, feeling you needed to save yourself from something. But what you've done is you've created this nightmare for yourself. Okay, hooly dooly with the swords. Okay, some sort of choice now needs to be made. Some sort of choice, because you're looking at the future and you're thinking, hang on a moment, perhaps I didn't do the best thing for me. Maybe at the time it felt like the best thing to do. Maybe it felt like I didn't want to face up to it, and I didn't confront it. I didn't do the right thing. Now, maybe at the time I thought I'd done the right thing, but now I'm seeing that perhaps I didn't, and now a choice needs to be made. You're not able to forget this. Whatever it is, it's still playing on that broken record. It's still going round and round. You're not able to let it go. And it probably means that no amount of taking time out, meditation, spending time alone, you can't solve the problem through what you are trying to do here. Okay, so it's like you've perhaps tried looking at this from different perspectives. You've probably sort of tried to go over in your own head, trying to think about how you can resolve something, okay? But it's still creating this headache, and now you've got to make a choice because it won't go. It's not going anywhere. The universe is telling you here that you have to sort this out. You have to address it. Make a choice. Oh, look, can't let it go. Oh, wow. Okay, this is really hanging on to something. This is something that's becoming like a curse to you. I see the key around this guy's neck, and I think you hold the key here. You hold the key. Nobody else does. So somehow or another, you have to do the unlocking here. Because something needs to be unlocked, unblocked, whatever it is. All right, I'm going to go another card. Oh, wow. Okay. So there seems to be a situation here that maybe you walked away from because either somebody else wasn't putting the energy in or you weren't putting the energy in. So we've got a situation that perhaps was not reciprocal for whatever reason. It could have been the person that walked away that I'm speaking to. It could also be you, because the energies flip-flop in a general read. Now, what I feel here is whoever walked away and didn't do the resolving, it may have been needing to have an apology made, maybe somebody needed to be honest with you about their feelings, but something was done here purely out of escapism. So trying to get away with it, trying to do something that didn't hurt them. But what's happened is it's created some sort of karma now in the universe where it's just swirling, waiting to be addressed, waiting for some sort of decision to be made to resolve it. Somebody needs to step up to the plate here. Someone holds the key to resolving this conflict, whatever it is. All right. That was a really long intro. All right, so I have the Four of Wands coming through. So some sort of doorway is sitting open here. It's not been closed. There is stability beyond that door and the sun is shining beyond that door, but somebody's standing at that door trying to work out how to go through it. And they're at a stalemate. Whoever this person is at a stalemate at this time. All right, so we have the Five of Cups. Somebody's very, very sad here. Wow. Somebody wants to walk through the doorway, but they can't. They can't, not at the moment. They're too emotional. They're waiting to get to a place. They may be waiting for a sign from the universe that it's time to walk through the door, but they're feeling very sad about it. Oh, okay, Knight of Swords coming through. Well, not for too long. There's a complete change of energy here. So I'm thinking this is probably past energy and future energy. I feel like whoever this person was, they were very sad that they didn't finish things off, close things out, or express themselves in a way that was healthy. So what they did, they're now seeing as an unhealthy ending. For some of you, this could be a person who is in another relationship here with the Three Cups. Someone who didn't look at the Two Cups in front of them, but was focused on their own business, their own world, their own environment here. Not really looking at what stood in front of them. And now they're feeling the sadness. Somebody made perhaps a poor choice in the past. Well, they thought it was a good choice at the time, but now they're feeling it's a poor choice. All right, so we have the King of Swords. So some of you definitely dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius here. This person now wants to speak up. This person now wants to speak a truth. They want to tell you what happened. They want to explain to you why they did what they did. They know that they hurt. They know that they were hurt, but they know that they hurt you as well here with these swords. A lot of swords in this reading, Knight and King now. Look, there was a conflict. There may have been very passionate words here. Very passionate words. Look at this, Knight of Wands. We're going from passion to cold. Have a look at the reading. I've got to tell you, this is incredible. I love it when the cards do this. You can see the energies. All the passion here, all the cold over here. Somebody was feeling very cold at the time. Somebody was not using their throat chakra. They weren't really speaking up. I think somebody was very, very, was feeling very passionate and very driven. There's a lot of passion here, a lot of passion, but it's like they couldn't speak it. So there's a stuckness here. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, somebody wants to now establish a foundation. Five of Swords, but it's conflicted still. Okay, all right, and then we have the Palace of Swords. Something needs to be spoken. There needs to be a conversation take place. There needs to be an exchange of energy here because it's cold to hot. There needs to be some sort of blending going in here because it's not growing, expanding, or working. And so it could be that if this is a romantic relationship, it could be that one person has really started to move into this passionate energy, but somebody else is very stuck in this not speaking, cold energy here. So it feels to me like somebody's just sort of moved on with their life and somebody stayed where they were. This is all swords energy here, right the way through. Palace of Swords, Five of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, King of Swords, all in that energy. But I feel like that's moving. I feel like this person's about to take on the Knight of Wands energy. So I feel like somebody is moving towards you to try and sort out a situation in the past where truth was not exchanged, where a conversation didn't take place to blend these energies. Because I feel like with this Knight of Swords, this person wants to speak. They want to tell you the truth. They want to open up. But they're filled with so much sadness at the moment about their own. I don't like to use guilt and shame in a reading because I think they're very judgmental words and they're not really emotions. They're human-made feelings. But this person's feeling very bad about what they did. And even bad's not a nice word either. This person is regretful. There you go. That's the best way to say it. This person is extremely regretful. Whether or not they feel like they missed out on something is irrelevant. This person just feels they need to put things straight here. So like there's a need here to blend these two energies, this passion and these words. I actually feel this person has great passion, but they've subdued it. They've held back. And in holding back, they've put like a stop on their own life. It's like they're not moving forward here. All right, let's have a look. The other person may have moved on here and left this other person behind. It's very possible. All right, so we have the Three of Wands coming through. So if somebody's waiting for the ships to come in, perhaps after not being honest in the past, there seems to have been some quite deep thinking going inside, but someone is dealing with nightmares, regrets, remorse here. There needs to be a decision made in how to move forward because someone's finding something very hard to release. But actually they hold the key here, so they are the only one that can release this energy. Someone feels regret about not investing in some sort of situation in the past, and there's the Three of Swords. Okay, I think every sword card's come out in this reading. The Three of Swords talks of heartbreak. Something coming between something here, very much so. So when I said to you earlier about that Three of Cups, I feel like for some of you, somebody walked away from some sort of love or relationship with you because they chose someone else here. And they're regretting now their decision. They want to rebuild. Somebody here wants to put their Palace of Swords in place. So if someone wants to move to a place where things are all above board, everything is honest, everything is truthful. So that's where they're moving to. All right, let's get you an oracle card. That was a really long reading. Okay, we might move to the Whispers of Love for this one. This doesn't necessarily have to be a love reading, by the way. It could be somebody that you have great love for, or somebody that walked away from some sort of conflict without really explaining why they've done what they've done. Someone's filled with regret and remorse, but doesn't really know how to do it. But you can't fix this. Whoever this person is, the other person can't fix it. Whoever did the walking away, the coldness, the not speaking up, they have to do it. They hold the key here. Something the universe is saying to me here about it's the person's responsibility that's feeling the remorse and regret. Okay. I have the card of Ask for Help here, which is quite interesting. So maybe this is good for this person to do. Maybe that's the key. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. There is so much support available to you. You only need to ask for help and you will receive it. Let go of fear and pride as they do not benefit you nor give you what you desire. Perhaps you feel inundated by a challenge. Take a minute to think about what you need support with. Evaluating your feelings will enable you to effectively communicate what you want. Asking for help may seem scary and you may feel vulnerable. There are plenty of people who would love to be there for you. It's not demeaning to ask for help. Strength comes from the ability to recognize your personal needs. Release any feelings around being a burden to others. People love to help others, and it's really helpful and smart to ask for help. In the card, a beautiful mermaid sits at the knee of a wise and loving old man. You may recognize the love she feels as he supports the mermaid's needs. The yellow reflecting off the water and the mermaid's hair are calling you to expand your self-awareness. It's important to know when extra help is needed. So maybe that's the answer, maybe that's the key. Have a good day.